running. And then I got lots of video. And then I forgot what you're talking about.
You doing covers?
Oh, doing covers, but then I usually learn them to perform them, and then once I perform them, if I'm not doing them again, I kind of forget them.
Yes.
And I've learned and forgotten hundreds, probably not thousands of songs.
Oh yeah?
Over the years, but, you know, it is kind of, I think it's going to work just fine. It's over here, maybe zoom in a little. Freaking awesome. My name, Tim, your first name is?
Lewis.
Lewis, that's right.
Nice to meet you officially.
Yeah, pleased to meet you too, sir. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, the sun shout out. I wanted to do something way more monumentous because it means so much to me, you know.
How long have you been doing YouTube, Tim?
Oh gosh. Longer than some, not as I'm a slow burner, man. I've been on since January of 2015. I started making videos.
It seems like to me there's like a group of you that are you, Gordy Birch, a few other guys that are kind of like friendly. You know what I mean? Like you guys have your own little thing going or whatever.
Gord Birch, me and Del. It's kind of like there's a bunch of us. Gord Birch, I'm gonna forget. Making Clouds Mud Flap, Del. Not Custom Grow 420, but Custom Med Grower 420. God, there's a bunch of them. PhD and
Stone
THC,
Soup. Are you in tight with Stone Soup? Do you watch him too? Or?
I watch him, but I don't. He comments on my videos a lot, and I've been in the last couple of months been really a kind of recluse as far as watching stuff. And the other day I was Judas Priest intro.
Is that what it was?
Judas Priest, I think.
The people were guessing all
Children
kinds.
of the Damned.
Yeah.
The lyrics kind of suck. I think the song musically really cool.
That's hard, man. How do you do that? That hurts just watching it.
I know. I picked since I first started playing. I learned how to pick, and I just kind of taught myself. It's like my first pick was just an alternate pick. And I thought, okay, if that's my bass line, it's the same thing. It's just it's kind of, they call it a 3-finger flat pick. They use it in banjo a lot, but I'm not the master of it by no means. But it's the same. It's the same idea as playing banjo.
Do you play banjo too?
But not like banjo players.
Yeah.
I play banjo like a guitar player plays banjo.
Now, was that your song you just played?
Yeah.
Nice little bluesy riff.
Yeah, it's just something I mess around with. I got a little something I think that you should know. Everything we plan is everything we sow. I'm gonna plant some good things, watch them grow. If I plant some good things, I have good things to show. Be my lady of the valley. Together we can make a stand. Be my lady of the valley. And I'll be your mountain man. I like peaches and ice cream. I like Irish stew. I like just about everything you do. I can talk for hours with you. Sometimes we do. I've always known that someday I'd know you. Be my lady of the valley. Together we can make a stand. Be my lady of the valley. And I'll be your, yes I'll be your, I'll be your, yes I'll be your, I'll be your, I'll be your mountain man. Now normally I end that with a really fast picking thing, but
That's tight, dude.
fingers aren't quite feeling it right now.
Well, it's 50-some degrees out here, too.
By the time that happens, it's like. It's supposed to be that fast at the end, but I can't do it right now.
You did
Not
it.
clearly, not clearly.
Outstanding, man.
Clearly not that fast.
Really nice.
Oh, wow.
You got some skills, brother. You actually got a good voice, too. I'm surprised you don't, like, when I heard you sing, that was like the first time. I didn't even know you had a SoundCloud page. SoundCloud page.
I got some stuff that have vocals that it sounds different to me than when I hear it back, and that's true of everybody, I'm sure. But I feel like I sound really trebly. That I need more bass in my voice, man. But in my head, I sound way more bassy than what I hear out of speakers. It sounds more like Neil Youngish, whiny thing going on.
You don't have a nasally whine. You got it's a nice rustic voice,
I have
man.
to kind of growl it a little to make it a little rougher.
But it sounds good, though. It's your fit. That's what's good. So
That's cool. Right on.
outstanding, man. That was really cool.
Thanks.
You got some skills, bro.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait to throw some of your music in the videos, too. I'm going to start kind of rolling. I'm constantly looking
Yeah, and
for
you can
musicians,
use
so.
anything of my SoundCloud or Reverb for your videos. Is there anything you want to pull out there?
I'll definitely
And I got
mark
another
your channel and
SoundCloud
your
page, so I have to take the time to when I, my the automatic things you update when you put up a video that are already there. I have the Reverb on. I have to put both SoundClouds on there so that when every video I'll have those available.
Right.
'Cause that's why I'm available, and some of them have repeats because I put them on Reverb from SoundCloud. Some of them.
Nice.
But SoundCloud was cool because you can store up to 2 hours of music for free on their free account.
That's good.
So I have 2 free accounts.
SoundCloud is the way I get all my music now, and it's incredible because between that and Instagram, it really gives you instant access to just about anybody.
Yeah.
Where it used to be, if I wanted to use somebody's music, I had to run through a producer or try to track him down by somebody that knew him or whatever.
Right.
Now I get on IG. The guy I'm using in the video I just popped this week and last week, I heard a song of his on SoundCloud. I went to Instagram to see if he had an Instagram page. He did.
Right.
I started following him. I sent him a text and said, I love your music. I just bought your album. Is there any way I can use it in my YouTube videos? And he said, hell yeah, you can use it in your YouTube videos. Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
There's not a lot of, you know, people, musicians are more than willing to, and you, I mean, you've totally blessed me just by the offer and then actually going through with it. It's just an amazing thing.
You had need. And trust me, I've been right where you've been. Trust me when I tell you, because I've had people screw me over on money before, $3,700. I
remember you told me that, like, oh man, that's a hurt.
Yeah,
it's always like the amount you need, though, right? I mean, like mine was only $300-something, and when he gave it to me, I was like, I literally had to go run. Okay, I'll be back. I had to run up and pay my storage unit.
Yeah.
And I'm right now trying to get into this place where it's just like, oh my god. And then the truck, you know, it's just like, okay.
Are you moving?
We're trying really difficult.
Are you?
Trying hard to. But we're moving back into a place that's. It's a long story, but I can make it very short. We lived in a duplex, and it was like through a fight of getting me into this county. I was on DOC supervision, and finally the county let me in. I got her in this place, and she was just a normal salesperson, regular citizen. Me, I've had a checkered past, right? She's a normal person, immerses herself in this stuff to help me, basically, because we fell in love, right? And but she knows I'm an honorable person, that, you know, somehow she sees through whatever is being told to her by the Department of Corrections.
Sure.
Know? But anyway, so we move into this duplex. It's the first normal place I've had in years, and our son gets in trouble, our youngest son, who we lost, gets in trouble. He needs a place to do house arrest. So we'll move 2 houses over to a friend's house. Well, anyway, he moved in there, got through his house arrest, and then our other son moved in with his wife and kids. When he moved out, they needed a place. So it was this 2-bedroom that got passed down through the landlord, through our family, right? And so we're like 3 years into it now, and we move out of there into where we're at now, from our friends into a place, which is just a shithole. We had to get out of our friend. We couldn't stay there forever, right? So we end up in this shithole of a place that we're at now. Well, now the duplex opens up, our side we wanted but gave up, right? And our son and daughter are going to move to the other side of it, which we've lived next to them before. It's not an issue.
Right.
We love having the grandkids around. It's not an issue. You know, we have our own bedroom. You know, we can say do not disturb. We have no problem with that. So we're trying to make that happen. The landlord's just loves our family, willing to work with us. The work I do in the house, I can take off my rent. We haven't discussed the particulars of that, but
right.
So it's just all these. I have these. You know, I have to make enough money myself. I have to generate that, and then just life happens, right? The truck breaks down.
Never ends.
But my wife's just like literally 20 days from starting a job that pays fairly decently, and we don't see that for a minute.
Yeah,
but you know how
everything's a month behind.
It's just another one of those we got to get from A to C, and we don't have a B, but our C is really awesome. Right? Our A is like scary, and B is non-existent, and C is like landfall. And I keep referring to it like when we launched off. Literally, we both started college at 50. Her with some college credits, me with a GED, and got our master's degrees.
That's crazy.
And so it's been an insane journey.
That's crazy.
And we're almost. I go, look, I got my MPA, but I didn't land the dream job, and just had to go back to work. And so, but I've managed these huge projects since then that really speak to my MPA.
Yeah.
And so, one of them huge, right? And it pulled it out of the dirt and the muck and made it happen, basically. And just from organization and communication. But anyway, so her landing this job was 1 foot on shore. And it's like, now when you start, you're both feet away on shore, and you just pull the boat shore. I'll be in it. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's this analogy we keep referring to that, you know, pretty soon we'll both be on shore, and we can pull the boat in and repair it.
So you're
ready to launch again.
You're like kind of an inspiration in a lot of ways, because you start getting your education at 50. You've had a rough past. You had a GED. You didn't have a normal high school education.
Right.
You're like, your past is a lot like mine. I didn't go to school at 50,
right.
But a lot of my
things.
life, productive-wise, started at about 48.
Right.
And it's amazing to me that so many people, at least now it seems like, are I don't want to use the term waking up, but it almost seems like there's an awakening going on, right, where people are just doing right now. There's this
right.
drive to do, especially among people kind of more our age, where you know, my kids are raised now, and now what? You know,
I think it's partly that, because I think that when you kind of, your family's like okay, and you can kind of get back to take care of yourself in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like, okay, my basic needs are met, and I can take care of, you know, maybe making that last longer, and I can start thinking outside of myself, right? And then maybe at some point you start thinking about your longevity. What have you left behind? And so part of my motivation is to, someday my granddaughter will probably watch this video. Hey, Willow. And so I do that. Hi, Willow, I love you. And so stuff like that. It could be 20 years from now.
Right.
How would I not be so blessed to have that of my parents?
Right.
So that alone is huge motivation.
Right.
And that, and it's like a journal. I edit my videos, but I don't watch them through until I've posted it. And then I come back the next day and I watch it. And with sure in my mind that I'm going to delete it immediately because I've completely embarrassed myself. But I leave them up, man. And so it's like this self-actualization, realization. It's a journal.
Yeah.
Very much a journal.
I find it very...
I watch them and I go, oh my
way.
God, you are a fucking asshole. Or you need to change this about yourself. Or you talk over people. Or whatever it is.
You remind me of a friend of mine from Chicago that I used to work with as a painter. And you know, why do we watch YouTube channels? I don't know. We're attracted to somebody.
Right.
There's something about them that we like. You remind me of a good friend of mine named Craig that I used to hang out with all the time. Your laugh is identical. You're kind of a, and don't take this the wrong way, but you have a boyish kind of a demeanor about yourself. Kind of a, like you just find pleasure in things. You're not so swollen down by everything that you
Most
don't.
of the time,
you don't
when
have
I
that
get depressed, people are like, "Oh, whoa, Tim." They see that side of me, and they're like, "Oh my God, you've been nothing but awesome, happy for months. So what happened?"
Yeah, the last couple of videos, I was a little surprised, but just because, but that's you. That's you, kind of, like you said, it's a little bit of a journal for yourself.
I try and temper it with. I try and not keep it so real that I scare people away.
But that's the very reason I started watching you, just because you reminded me of somebody, and you have that kind of a quality about yourself, kind of an innocence.
I think that's true of a lot of things that I watch. Is I see something in them that's like, they remind me of the people I grew up with, the kids I used to hang out with when I was younger, or, you know, if we lived in the same town, we probably would have ran into each other and known each other and liked each other, right? We would have kicked it and we would have gone to the same school, or, you know what I mean? There's that part of people that I think that,
you gotta like them.
We just happen to have grown up in a different place, you know?
Yeah.
Had we lived in the same area, we probably would have been buddies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of very much that going on.
Absolutely.
We think a lot alike. And then so that's why I try and keep I know the things that divide people are religion and politics, so I try and very much
avoid
keep
those,
out of it.
especially on the channels, right? We don't want to.
It's like, oh, every time I regret it, and it's like I immediately get a response. I'm like, oh, just
the thumbs down start dropping.
Yeah, it's like, God, I'm so sorry.
All right. Well,
so yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just hop in here and do
right
a little
on,
thing.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is pretty fucking cool, man.
All right, guys. Well, I spent a little time with TTown Tim and got to know him a little bit better. I hope you got to. One more time. See, this is what I do all the time.
Yeah, I know. You got to pause. You gotta start over.
I tend to just keep rambling in. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know Tim a little bit. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel. The guy's a great musician. He's got a SoundCloud. Check out his SoundCloud. Everything's going to be linked in the description. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep growing.
Awesome, man. It's really been a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Grateful Grower. I'll let you say your name if you want to. This man has totally blessed me, reaching out to me to help me, and we got like 5 cameras going right now, and this is going to be one of the most awesome videos I have ever produced, man. So thank you so much for your time, and your effort, and your energy, and I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure meeting you. I hope we get to spend
sir.
some more time together, my friend.
Absolutely. And how far away do you live? We can get
5 hours, 5.5 hours.
Oh shit, dude.
Spokane
Guy's a
area.
soldier, man. You drove over the mountains, man. No way.
That's no big deal.
That was cool as fuck, man. I don't know how this video come out. I wish we would have been able to smoke with the guy, but that's not what he wanted. He wanted to showcase my music. I really didn't think about it like that. I thought we were just gonna collab WeedTube. Well, no, don't get me wrong, it's fucking perfect. Dude traveled 5 hours to get here. But as he, you know, comes up over, he spends one day YouTubing, and then he spends the rest of the time with his family. You know, he can't just spend all fucking weekend YouTubing and shit. But fucking really fucking awesome, man. And he hooked me up, man. I really can't say to what extent, but fucking hooked me up, man. Unbelievable. Awesome. Hey, can we put it? There's see that parking lot right there? I'm gonna try and just
between the house and the pole.
Just like, yeah, but we can pull that past the pole. Maybe I can roll it off your truck right into that spot. Get in there.
You need it nosed into the house?
No, it can be parallel to the alley or whatever. I just want to run it concrete pad.
Okay.
Maybe we can get her.
Yep. Awesome. It'll be easy enough.
Awesome. Cool beans. Woo! I'm excited. Even though it's not because it's an awesome thing, it's because it's broken. Oh, fuck. Hey, how's it going? I wanted to get to you. I got my truck going. It didn't run for a day, and the guy I'm working for had it towed to my house for, you know, he paid for that. I dickered around. My wife said, well, I'm praying about it. I don't want you to think I'm mad or blame you. And I said, no, because we communicate pretty well when we talk. And I said, no, I just feel stupid because I can't fix it. And she goes, well, I'm praying. And I go, thank you, because that's awesome. And I was laying there. I laid down under the truck. And we have this thing about lucky pennies. And me, sometimes I'll throw it out there, get someone else's lucky penny. And I look to my left, there's a lucky penny. I said, I need one right now. Because to me, it's a connection to my higher power, whatever. Say what you want. But, and I thought, oh, my dad used to tell me, first thing you want to do, really, is make sure your connection's good. Tap on your starter with a hammer. Don't tap too hard. You can knock the magnets askew and fuck shit up. But I tapped on it. It didn't start. No, I tapped on it. It didn't start. And I went to tap on it again. I looked down. That's when I found a lucky penny. And my wife's words about a prayer went through my mind. Grabbed the penny, put it in my pocket, and tapped it again in a couple different spots. And there's a lucky penny, dirty as I am, dirty and greasy as I am, and fucker started right up. It's just been, I've been so patient about trying to fix it. What a fucking huge relief, man. So Grateful Grower, my truck's running, buddy. It's just kind of funny how shit happens. It's kind of funny how shit happens. we would have met somewhere else if it hadn't been with my truck being down there, probably. I don't know, maybe not, but God, I wish we could have sat and smoked a joint or something. It's too bad we didn't have the opportunity, but I didn't want to put you in a public place and put you at harm's risk, you know, in harm's way. Because after I met you, I was packing a little more than I came with, and I mean a little more than that. I'm not going to brag about what dude hooked me up with, but I owe the universe at this point. I mean, the scales have tipped toward Tim O's, man. Tim O's big time, so hugely blessed, grateful grower. Lewis, you're the fucking shit, man. WTF, Grateful Grower is, if you're not already subscribed to him, please do. I thought I was. I've watched his videos before. He's just the most down-to-earth, one of the most awesome individuals you ever want to know. He's kind of sort of local at this point. So I plan on seeing him again someday, absolutely. And maybe the scales will be tipped where I can hook him up. But absolutely fucking blessed, man, to have had that whole encounter. And I appreciate you guys coming and listening to the music. Anybody that got to me through Grateful Grower, thank you so much, and please subscribe. But whatever. Look, I'm a greasy, grimy. Got a ladder that'll hardly work. I'm so happy that I can like take a day off almost. And it's just now noon, so I'm gonna get this thing chooching. I hesitated on the other video to get. I was just too busy getting my truck going. So glad it wasn't a big issue, but in the process I cleaned a lot of my connections and checked my relays and everything, so everything's cool there. So it's in better truck than when I started. Alright, man. Peace, love, hippie grease. This is fucking a rare strain. Talk to you later. Once again, Grateful Grower, you make me so grateful. You're awesome, man. Take care.